Not sure about using Power Query yet? Keep watching, because you may decide to give it a try. And if you are using it already, keep watching as well, because you may like what you see here. Please consider subscribing, and let's get started. Let's start with Power Query. Let's go to Data, from Table or Range, and within the range that I want to split, and it's going to convert this to a table. This is my range. My table has headers. I'll say OK, and it's going to open the Power Query editor. Once I'm here on the Home tab, split column, by delimiter. What is my delimiter? My delimiter is the space, and I say OK. And here we have all our information is split, and I can just change titles here. And I say name. Next one will be employee. The next one will be date. The next one will be the department. Next, division. And supervisor. We have the supervisor number here, so we don't need even here a supervisor word on each line. I can just replace values. Let's replace values here. There's supervisor, replace with nothing. I say OK, then we get only the numbers. And I can convert these to numbers as a whole number. This is text, this is text, this is date. Immediately Power Query recognizes as date. I don't need to do anything. The employee number is a whole number. The name is text. Here, let's remove the negative number. Let's remove the dash. And I go just to transform, standard, multiply by -1. I say OK, and it's converted to positive number. Go to home, close and load to. I want to load just in the same sheet here, existing worksheet, and I want it in here. And I say OK. Here we have our new table with all the information, with all the titles. One more thing. Let's say if I add a new item to the original table, I just need to right-click, refresh. That line has been split and added. So it works very well. Now let's check with a function. The function that we're going to use is FILTERXML, and this will return specific data from the XML content by using the specified XPath. We need a string than XML valid structure with a valid XPath. So to get this from the text, I'm going to use another function to help me to bring that structure and that path. And I'm going to use the substitute function. Replaces existing text with new text in a text string. That's what I need. The text will be A3, comma. What is the old text? The old text is the space, because that is what I need to provide the valid structure for my FILTERXML function. So here the old text is that space. That is my current separator, comma. What is the new text? The new text that I want to provide is quotation marks, and it's going to be a P. And I close this, and I have a P. And I'm going to explain this when I'm filling the FILTERXML function. Close quotation marks, and I close my parentheses. Enter. So what it's doing in here is changing the spaces for this specific text that I provided to the formula. That is what I need to be consistent with that the structure of the FILTERXML function needs. Okay, now I'm going to cut, and I'm going to start with my FILTERXML, press tab. And what is my string in a valid XML format? Well, it will be, let's open quotation marks, and it will be A. In this case, you can put any other letter that you prefer. For me, it's easy to say A, B, as long as it's consistent with the other letters that we put in the other formula. So you should be okay. This, it will be this. This is the beginning. So this A and B is to say is the opening statement. This is going to be connected with the result that we got from our substitute formula. I paste that. Now you can see there is an A and a B that open, let's say. The B in here is closing, let's say, that column. And the B without the slash, that is opening another column. So every time that we have this string, then we will have an opening column and a closing column until it doesn't find any more empty spaces. Then it will bring the closing column slash. And I also need the final closing for B and A. So what I'm gonna say here, it will be B, and then we need A. We have the first A that opened the string. Now we need the closing for that A, that will be slash A, and I close a quotation mark, comma, and I need a final closing for the XPath. So I will say double quotation marks, and I said double slash, it will be B, close quotation marks, and I close my parentheses, present. Here we have all the items needed to be split, but I don't need it in vertical form, I need it in a horizontal form, so I just join with the transpose formula. I go to the end and I close parentheses, and here we have our columns, and I can just copy to the end. You can see that this is a dynamic array. Anything that is within this little blue square belongs to the dynamic array. You can see the formula lives in here in B3. Everything else is gray out. The thing here is that this minus cannot be removed. Even if I try to replace, Control H, I'm going to replace that dash for nothing. Nothing happens because this is the result of the formula. This is the result of the array formula, and it doesn't have the option to change it for a positive number. So that is one issue with this. A classic way to split the text. Here we have some lines that we want to split the text separated by spaces. That's our separator. So I'm going to go here, select the whole column, go to data and select text to columns. There, I'm going to leave it as delimited. I go to next. I'm going to separate it by the space. Next, I'm going to select the dates. I'm going to give it a date formatting. And my format is month, day, and year. I go finish. And here we have our information. It has been split. The employee number, because it was in brackets, it was recognized as a negative number. I just need to remove that dash. I press Ctrl H. I press dash, and I want to replace it for nothing. I replace all, and that's about it. And I close this. My date came in the correct format, and everything else is fine. The thing here is that if you need to add a new line, let's go here and grab this line. If I do that, I cannot split it automatically, right? So I need to follow the process again. That is an issue by doing it with this method. If you don't use Power Query yet, I hope you give it a try. The more that you use it, the easier it becomes, and you will be amazed how much time you can save in your day-to-day work. I hope you found this helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, share with anybody that you believe can benefit from it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye-bye.